channeling higher realms of consciousness and aligned application of business strategies. So thank you so much for joining us today. As you're hopping on, please do say hello so I can say hi back. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching on Facebook, then please do give StreamYard permission so that they can show me your name when you're commenting so that I know who is here. That would be so wonderful to be able to connect with you in that way. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, saying hello there as well. I will circle back and pick up the comments after the live. So hello to everyone who's joining us live. Hello if you're joining us for the replay. We're talking today about the real game changer behind all transformation. What is it that unlocks momentum and easy speed in your business? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. So if this is your first live with me as we're getting started, again, let me know in the comments. Say first time so I can say hello and welcome you to our community. If you've been part of our community for a while, thank you so much for being here, for all your love and contribution to everybody, and do say hi so that and let me know, how long have you been part of our world? Would love to know, how long have we been connected for? Pop that in the comments as well, and we'll get a sense of who's here and who's on the replay. So if you're here live, use hashtag live transformation. If you're here on the replay, hashtag replay transformation. Let's affirm the frequency of transformation. I talk about transformation a lot. I know we all do as coaches and business owners, of course. But what does it really mean to you and for you? What does transformation mean to you? The other question I invite you to consider is why do you invest in your self-development and your self-transformation? Pop it in the comments so that we can really have a good conversation about this. That would be great to hear as you think about, okay, so what is it? Why is investing in my own transformation so important to me? So for me, transformation it's a journey, of course. It's not a single event. There are, of course, moments along the way that can feel like single events, those pivotal turning points along the journey where we can pinpoint a shift. This might be an inner shift. By that, I mean the mindset, a deep awareness around something, recognizing some feelings have changed around growing your business, a relationship, whatever it may be, whatever the journey of transformation is that you're on in relation to that aspect of your life. And of course, it can be the outer shift as well, where you start to see the results of the inner work, whether you've implemented a new strategy in your business, or perhaps you've been running a strategy and then you just tweak something in your business and you've started to see the results of that, or how you're showing up in a relationship. And of course, then you start to see the results. So you have a different experience. You have a different reality. Hi, welcome. So good to see you here. So let's just, as everyone's jumping on and finding us, let's take a moment just to connect within, set our intentions for being here today. So just invite you to close your eyes, draw all of your energy back to you now. Just taking that moment, this moment for you, releasing any thought distractions of all the to-do list, so you can be fully present here and now and just be in this moment as we think about transformation. Noticing the soul star chakra. So if you visualize about 18 inches above your crown, setting the intention to connect with your higher self and to be fully connected across all levels of your consciousness, your higher self, your conscious mind, your subconscious, for your alignment and manifestation. Just invite you to breathe in grace and love. And just let go of all things that have been creating resistance today with just a nice big letting go breath. And from this space, just to consider your intention, what you want to walk away with from your time with us today, whether you're watching the live or the replay, and pop that in the comments below as well. We'd love to witness that for you. As we're talking about transformation, for me, the key behind transformation is being able to fully embody your next level identity. So this is the key to unlocking the momentum and easy speed in your business. It's something that we dive deep into in all my programs, and I teach the Helix Method mentors to help their clients with as well, because it's absolutely fundamental. And being able to dive into the energetics of this, because there's can be so much that's going on in our energy field that can be bubbling up, of course, creating that resistance as it's trying to keep us safe, creating that emotional stickiness to slow us down. It's something that I do talk about a lot, because when I'm working with my private clients who are, typically very successful, they're already multi-6, 7-figure business owners who are embodied in their identity. They're experts themselves in understanding alignment, manifesting, connecting with their guides, want to have that space for emotional support, to have a container where they're held, where they can be fully supported for their energetic alignment and their continuous transformation. Because of course it's a journey, isn't it? As we are continually evolving and being able to live at that next level, highest level expression of ourselves, so they can continue to have that aligned success in their business. And as I was considering our time together today, the question that I thought for reflection would be really good is, as I was thinking about this, to share this one with you, is what were your expansion plans 3 years ago? So cast your mind back pre-pandemic, like how have we kind of marshmallowed our way through this time. It's like a bizarre timeline to be living in. But pre-pandemic, so 2019, what were you intending to create and grow over the next 3 years? Oh, thank you for the shout out for the Helix method. So where are you in relation to that intention when you think about it? So 2019, my intention for my expansion was, so much can happen, of course, along the way. And of course, so many people have had to get really creative during the pandemic, depending on what their business is. So have you had to get really creative to be able to continue to grow your business in the pandemic? Or did you find yourself, your business shut down and needing to open another one? What's different now compared to 3 years ago? Or have you had, because everyone's going to have had different experiences, have you had a quantum leap that blew your mind? Or perhaps you're in the space of, do you know what, I'm making really good, steady progress towards the expansion that I desire for my business. And I know some people were feeling, do you know what, it just feels like I'm pushing treacle up a hill. Feels impossible. And of course, all good expansion comes with the opportunity for growth, healing, whether it's quantum leaping or you've been pushing treacle up the hill. There will have been growth, part of the transformation. And our friend resistance, good old resistance. We can see it show up in us, whether we're taking the wrong actions, not taking actions, or perhaps we're feeling like we're taking all the actions, but something's just not working. And if we go a step back, the reason why it's showing up in our actions and in our reality is ultimately because of our identity. There's a great quote that I love, which is, "Who are we but the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves and believe?" It's by Scott Turow. Wrote a book called Ordinary Heroes. So when you think about that, it's thinking about, okay, so what character, what identity am I playing in the story of my life currently? We are only who we perceive ourselves to be. And then, of course, we have the ability to change our stories, change our identity, change our beliefs, and therefore our lives and the life that we are creating for ourselves. We're not, of course, victims of our lives. We are co-creators. The thing is, and I know, I'm sure you'll agree with this, we get so much predictive programming, societal programming, media programming, governmental programming around the victim consciousness. So let's just take a moment now just to choose to withdraw our consent from this victim consciousness, from this programming that we're receiving all around us. So let's just take a moment just to breathe that in. I withdraw my consent from the victim consciousness and the programming of victim consciousness. Clearing this anywhere and everywhere that you're holding this, anywhere it's been imprinted onto your field across all dimensions, planes, times, and levels of consciousness. Because everything that we are holding about our identity, our beliefs that we picked up through the programming, whether it's in this lifetime, past life, the collective consciousness, our childhood, transgenerationally, at a soul level, our emotions, Can be holding in the emotional layer and our aura. All this is affecting our personal electromagnetic field, or as I call it, our human Wi-Fi. So if you've been in my world for a while, you'll know I call it our human Wi-Fi. So that's where we're sending out a frequency out into the universe, and then we're a magnet, attracting back to us that which we're in resonance with. And this is why the alignment work is so key, to be able to create the consciousness of our future self, so that we can live at our fullest self-expression. So we can always co-create the life that we want to be part of. And this is the thing, and it's the question that's always thinking, like, why have I just created a business plateau, for example? Has anyone ever felt that? Like, what happened? Where was this? What was I holding in my energy field to have created this? Or perhaps you found, so why do we find ourselves, or why am I tolerating experiences I don't want to be part of? Loving all the comments. I'll have a little dive in at the end. And of course, it's because of our good old friend fear, triggering the fight, flight, freeze within us, which leads to that lack of self-confidence, lack of self-trust. And then if we buy into the fear, we're allowing ourselves to limit ourselves, and we create that lack of confidence in our lives. Of course, it's an illusion, a story that we're telling ourselves about ourselves, and then we're believing. So how do we break free of these stories? Well, we need to change our perceptions, our beliefs, change the programming that's keeping us from being in harmony with the world that we desire to create, the timeline, the reality that we're choosing. And ultimately, we need to change and embody our identity, the identity of the person that's already done what we say that we want to desire. And of course, we have so many different roles within our identities. We don't just have one identity as such. We know we are a mother, a father, a daughter, a son, a wife, a husband, a partner, an auntie, an uncle, a business owner. All of these components of different identities. We may have the identity of being a successful business owner, or maybe we are identifying with the struggling business owner. Or perhaps we're identifying with being a startup business owner, but actually we've been in business for years, so we're not a startup anymore. So we need to change that identity, and as a result, changing our ideas, our beliefs, our emotions, and our actions. Part of this is getting really clear on who you truly are. Yeah, wearing many hats. What are your core values, and are you living in alignment with your core values? That's living in alignment with your true self as much as you possibly can. Melts away the resistance when you're doing that. And considering where you want to be, and really committing to creating this life. I know for me, when I don't grow and I find stickiness in my energy field, it always comes back to my identity. Who am I embodying? And so my subconscious will want to ensure that I'm in resonance with that identity. So I will manifest situations that will then pull me back to that identity. So identity is key. It's how we belong and feel connected to others. So our sense of belonging to groups gets triggered, of course, as our identity changes, and we can feel unsafe. It's completely primal, of course, because it used to be unsafe to get kicked out of the community back in the primitive days. Risk of death. But of course, those protective mechanisms are still within our field, showing up when we're growing our businesses. And when I was growing from 6 figures to multi-6 figures as a business owner, I personally found that what unlocked the quantum leap and the momentum in my business was a change in my identity. And therefore, how I showed up for myself, my business, my team, my clients, and my community. Being able to know with certainty in my body that I belonged here, that I was supported by the universe, that I trusted myself. I embodied that knowing that I could create anything I desired. And of course, then if something hasn't shown up, it's an opportunity to, knowing it's still on its way, but thinking, okay, either the and better is coming, or what within me needs healing. What is the gift here so that I can heal this, so I can continue to bring myself into resonance with that, collapse that timeline. What I've found is that when we're in a controlling energy, it is from that space of a lack of self-trust and a lack of trust in the universe on some level to support you in realizing your desires. We have to listen to that little voice that's chattering away in our minds. And of course, then what we can do if we're not doing that inner work is we shrink back, contract back to an old identity, which then creates the delay between where you are now and where you want to go. What do you find shows up for you on your transformational journey? I'd love to know, where do you find the emotional stickiness showing up for you? Okay, so I can't see your names, but I can see. So this is exciting. I'm just researching and networking people to go vegan. Yes, I've been vegan for, how long have I been vegan for? So that was an identity shift. I think I've been vegan for 7 years, 8 years maybe. Love it. It's fabulous. Okay, let's have a little look, see what people are saying. Fabulous. Yes. Finding your way spiritually. Mastered it. Wonderful. Building your business and spiritual journey. Fantastic. You've done this inner work, but obviously things happen when it pops up at times. Yeah, so when we're bringing ourselves into resonance with it, and sometimes it can be, you know, that feeling when you just know, that's where you've really embodied it. It's happening, and you're being able to be in that space of being completely unattached to the time frame that it comes in, because you're expecting to see it. You know you will see it, and you're allowing the creativity of the universe to show you the way. So you're following the bridge of synchronicities, the opportunities that are coming your way. That's part of it. Being able to, and this is a muscle that we need to practice, is recognizing, oh, there's an opportunity, there's a breadcrumb of an opportunity that I need to take, and taking that aligned action, that inspired aligned action, so that you start to collapse those timelines. Awesome. I find it incredibly difficult to find actual people locally to help with various basic things physically. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, you've been doing that. Awesome. Okay. I don't know who that is. It just says Facebook user. So do let me know who I'm chatting to. That would be wonderful. Because we need to be both aligned within ourselves to embody the identity of the future version of you that's already done it. So we're already living from that space. It's already done. We know we've embodied it. And to have the vehicle to make the manifestation inevitable within your business. So it is a combination of energetics and strategy. So strategetics, think of that, the new word. There's a combo of energy and strategy for aligned success. You need the two. So energetically and strategically, you're preparing, being in that space of preparing for the incredible outcome that you're visualizing for yourself. So you're ready to hold it and experience it in the reality. Oh, hi, Bao. It is that alignment within, embodying the identity of the you who's already done it, and having the vehicle to make the manifestation inevitable within your business, and being able to notice where something's feeling like it's hard. Where is that your resistance, or where is it actually it's out of alignment with your values, which is the resistance creating that, and it's an opportunity where the universe is going, that way is more aligned for you, that way is more aligned for you, so you can have what you want. The vehicle is just going to be a different way that it's coming through for you. Does that resonate? So the real game changer behind your transformation is embodying the consciousness, the identity of your future self, and becoming that now. This truly unlocks momentum and easy speed in your business. So we want to grow with grace, taking the right action, making the right choices, committing, of course, to growing skills within our business. We need to always be evolving and fine-tuning our skills so we can be better and better and serve our communities in the best way that we can, and allowing ourselves to be supported in doing that. So we're embodied in our self-trust and confidence. The question to ask is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I trust myself? How confident am I? And then where there is a gap between the number that you've got and the 10 is, okay, so what is it that the next layer that I need to work on, the healing I need to do, so I can fully embody the identity of someone who has self-trust and confidence. So we have the health, the relationships, the time, the precious, precious time with the ones that we love. And from this space, when we're fully embodied, we're able to make different business decisions. We're able to make long-term business decisions as well as short-term business decisions. We're not firefighting all the time, going from month to month. We're able to start to, with the right business model and the right strategetics, is to be able to have payments scheduled out in advance, serving our clients throughout the year with services that are going to help them on their transformational journey, with the business taking care of you and taking care of your clients, but also you're in a space of being able to take care of your business, so that you've got this beautiful infinity loop energetically between you and the consciousness of your business. I would love to hear your light bulbs from our conversation. What's landing for you? Where do you feel that you've got it right? Where is an area for improvement? Because we've all got things to improve as we're evolving and growing and thinking, okay, this month I'm going to focus on this piece so that I can evolve into that next level of consciousness and raise my vibration. Awesome. As you're typing that into your comments, and of course, if you're watching the replay, please do #replay transformation. We'd love to hear your thoughts as well in relation to our conversation today, so we can carry on the conversation in the comments thread after the live today. And for those of you that would like my help, mentoring and guidance, you can make your 2022 the year that you create it all. We are enrolling into our programs at the moment. So what I'll do after this is I'll just pop the links below, so anyone that's considering this can find out more and can request invitations that have all the details, including all the investments and bonuses. So if you would like to help your clients leapfrog over years of inner work so they can live abundantly across all areas of life, we're enrolling for the Helix Method certification program, which starts in February. We're also enrolling for the Akashic Records program. So if you're feeling called to channel higher realms of consciousness and to read your own Akashic Records, we've got level 1 coming up in February as well. And if you're ready to expand your wealth consciousness and break through the money ceiling in 60 days or less, we are enrolling in the Wealth Portal. And then we also have my 12-month mastermind, where we are working with coaches, healers, mentors who are committed to wanting to make a bigger impact. So serving more clients in their business, being able to create that multi-six-figure lifestyle so that you're abundant in the income that's coming in, the clients that you're serving, and abundant in time. So working 20 hours a week, having that balance and harmony in all areas of life. And then that's what we're up to in the Infinite Prosperity Collective. So I'd love to support you if this is feeling aligned. And for those of you that would like a taste of working with me, we offer free masterclasses periodically throughout the year to help you kickstart your transformation. So next week, we have our Manifest Money Fast in the Akashic Records. So I'd love to see you there as well. All my clients always join these communities too, so they're super fun to be part of. I'm so excited to be there with you all. And if you'd like the link to the masterclass, then just pop link, the word link below, then that will give me a clue that you'd like to come and join us, and we'll get that link over to you so you can register for that, because it won't be in this group, it'll be in a private pop-up group. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this has served you. As always, follow your soul. It really does know the way. Sending you lots and lots of love. Take care.